A jury in San Francisco has just cleared Elon Musk of wrongdoing in that class action trial over his tweets about taking Tesla private. Welcome, everyone, to The Four this afternoon. I'm Alex Savage.
And I'm Heather Holmes. The jury rejected allegations that the Tesla CEO violated securities laws and should pay billions of dollars in damages. KTVU's Tom Vakar joins us now live in the newsroom with more on this big win today for Elon Musk. Tom.
Dodged a very big bullet. The billionaire CEO sat in the courtroom today as the lawyer for Tesla investors said jurors should rebuke Elon Musk for his, quote, loose relationship with the truth, unquote. The plaintiffs claim they lost billions of dollars because they believed Musk's statements on social media back in 2018 that he would take Tesla private for $420 a share, for which he said he had the funding arranged. During the trial, Musk's attorney conceded the tweets from 2018 were technically inaccurate, but he told jurors, quote, just because it's a bad tweet doesn't make it a fraud. Within the last hour, the 9-member jury found Elon Musk not liable for securities fraud. And just in the past 30 minutes, Elon Musk tweeted out his reaction to the verdict, saying, thank goodness the wisdom of the people has prevailed. I am deeply appreciative of the jury's unanimous finding of innocence in the Tesla 420 take private case. Now, back in 2018, Musk paid a federal securities fine of $40 million and had to resign as chairman to settle essentially the very same case brought by the federal government. We have a crew at the courthouse and working very hard to get some reaction. We'll have more on this breaking story coming up at 5. Back to you.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. For more now on the breaking news and a big legal victory for Elon Musk, we want to welcome back to the show Ann Lipton, Tulane law professor. We've been talking with you, Ann, throughout the course of this trial. What do you make of today's verdict?
I'm not sure that it's exactly a surprise. I mean, it sounds so strange, that his argument, but you can sort of see it, the sense that it makes in the context of Tesla. I mean, his main argument was this stock reacts to sentiment. It reacts to what Elon Musk is thinking, what he's dreaming at a particular time. And in this case, the funding being actually secured is less important to investors than the fact he was thinking about it and talking to the Saudis about it. And that may very well be true, that that Tesla stock reacts to big plans, grand dreams that Musk has, even if those never come to fruition. And if the jury concluded that the stock would have reacted the same way, even if everybody had known that his funding secured was really not that secure, it was a handshake deal, the jury may have concluded that and may be right.
So let's try to get a sense here about why you think these jurors felt that Elon Musk didn't intentionally deceive investors here. How much do you think their decision hinged on his testimony and what he said on the stand?
Okay, so this is really complicated because the judge said, had already concluded that he acted recklessly. And recklessly is actually enough for liability. I mean, for liability, you need a lot of different things to line up. You need the statements to be false. You need them to have been made either recklessly or intentionally. And you need them to be material in the sense that they were materially false, that they move the market. So Musk testified he didn't intend to mislead anyone. Maybe that's true. Maybe the jury agreed with him. But the jury was also instructed that they were supposed to assume he acted recklessly, and recklessness is enough for liability. So if the jury followed those instructions, and I'm assuming they did, then presumably their verdict was really based not so much on what he intended to do or not intended to do, but on the idea that Tesla investors really didn't see much of a difference between funding secured and a handshake deal, at least not in those first few days when the whole thing was announced.
You've got to expect that Elon Musk is feeling pretty good. I mean, he had requested for this trial to be moved out of San Francisco, saying that, arguing that there wasn't a way that he was going to get a fair trial over his takeover of Twitter there downtown. I mean, what do you make of this for Musk moving forward?
I think that Musk is very likely feeling very happy now and very confident. And I think, he's dodged a lot of legal bullets. I think that makes him lead him to take more legal chances. We saw he dodged a legal bullet when investors sued him for the takeover of Solar City. And after that, he decided to go on this confrontation with the legal system, trying to get out of his Twitter purchase. That did not work out well for him. But this trial, he dodged that legal bullet. So we'll see whether it leads him to take greater legal risks and how those will play out as well.
Finally here, let me ask you, do you think there are implications from this verdict for other CEOs, other corporate leaders who might take to social media and talk about their business dealings and decisions?
I'm not sure that anyone is quite like Elon Musk. I mean, and I think that in the difficulty here is that I think his argument was a very specific Tesla argument, which is that shareholders react to Elon Musk's plans, even if those plans don't have a lot of concrete basis behind them. And that may very well be true for Tesla. I'm not sure how much that argument flies in a much more traditional stock that moves in traditional ways.
Yeah.
And again, Elon Musk himself tweeting, "Thank goodness the wisdom of the people has prevailed." Ann Lipton, it's been a pleasure talking with you throughout this 3-week-long trial. Again, it took the jury just about 2 hours to come to this conclusion. Appreciate your expertise. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right, now.